Hi, I'm Karen with Empowering True Health, and today is 2/22/22. Just had to get that in. That's kind of fun. It won't happen again until 3. Actually, no, that's not going to work either. But it's going to be a while. So, anyways, February is Heart Health Month, and I have a quote I want to start with that I found on the internet, and I credit this quote to Dimitri Martin. And he says, the worst time to have a heart attack is during a game of charades. Yeah, think about that. I also find a quote by Tony Robbins, and this is the one I want to focus on in this video. And he says, it's not that diabetes and heart disease runs in your family, it's that no one runs in your family. This goes to the fact that so many of us blame our genes, our family history, for our chronic diseases. And in this case, as I said, I'm focusing more on heart disease. 2/3 of chronic diseases, though, are preventable, so it's not necessarily our genes. What I think it goes down to, because we do notice these things run in families, that it's actually what I'm calling your family lifestyle, and that's what's inherited. So the way you eat, what you eat, how you exercise or not exercise, things like that, all of these habits you develop from your family. And I even think about, my own family. I remember growing up, my mom made us get outside in the afternoon in the summertime. You're not sitting around watching TV all day, but she was out there with us. We were at the swimming pool or working in the yard or things like that. So she was helping us develop those habits. So I want to give you some ideas of things that you can do to develop lifestyle habits that will help your heart. And, these aren't really new suggestions. So the first one is looking at what you are eating. And I suggest developing a whole food, plant-based eating pattern. And this is limiting oils, but you can still include some of those cultural foods every once in a while. It may just not be your main source of, your daily meals. And evidence suggests that eating a high protein, which is usually a high animal food diet, does damage our cardiovascular system. And the evidence, it can be found from doctors and scientists such as Dr. Esselstyn, who I have talked about before, Dr. Dean Ornish, as well as Dr. Garth Davis. And it's not one specific food that you should eliminate from your diet, but it's the overall pattern. So, just cutting out that weekly trip to McDonald's, but still having hamburgers and all these animal foods at home, you're not really going to see much difference. So the second habit would be exercise. Yep, yeah, I've talked about that before. And it doesn't have to be intense. So if you're not used to exercising, when you're sitting at work, the office, or working at home, after a while, get up and walk around for 3 to 5 minutes. Research is showing that actually starts to make a difference. And then as you're more physically able to, you can increase that. And we have to remember that exercise has some unintended consequences, such as losing weight and building your immune system, which I've also talked about before. The third lifestyle habit is creating a mindfulness practice. This makes sense. You're just kind of reducing the stress in your life. And you could do this through things such as meditation, yoga, chanting, and I am discovering even laughing can do that. There are many online videos and apps today, and some are free, as well as if you look into classes at community centers, recreation centers, they might be offering some of those. And there are an abundance of yoga studios out and about today. Our final habit is drinking water. In a previous video, I talked about the effects of dehydration, but I want to just highlight the ones that have to do with your heart here. If you are dehydrated, which means your body doesn't have enough water inside it, that increases your blood viscosity. And that is the thickness and the stickiness of your blood. And the thicker it is, the stickier it is, it has a harder time moving through your blood vessels. And the result of this can be an increased risk of a heart attack. So make sure that you're not dehydrated. If you're talking about developing a family habit, go out and buy some fun water bottles. Maybe some cartoon characters, or have a place on them that you've been that reminds you of good times, or just something that's really pretty. Fill it up with water, and then you'll be motivated to take it with you and just sip on it throughout the day. So preventing heart disease isn't just about taking medication. It can be about creating a lifestyle plan. Think of this as a prescription for what you are going to do and actually do it. And sometimes that's obviously the hard part. So get your family involved or get your friends involved. Let them know what you're doing and have them help hold you accountable so that you can see some results and differences. There's no guarantee that you can overcome your bad genes or actually win at that game of charades, but you will be reducing your risk of heart disease, and that will make you feel better, make you feel you have a little control over your health, and get you out and enjoy life. So as always, like this video, share it with others. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please do so. And until next time, be healthy.